Well, there is a giant Mega Millions lottery jackpot up for grabs tonight, and that pot just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Officials have now raised it to $1.3 billion. It's a lot of money. So if you win, what are you gonna do? You have to deal with some financial issues first. Joining us now is San Jose State professor Chen to go over all the tax implications of winning all that money. These seem like good problems to have. Thanks for joining us here during KRON 4 News at 3.
Thank you so much for having me.
So you hear you're going to think you're going to become a billionaire if you somehow magically turn a $2 ticket into some winning numbers, but you don't actually take home $2 billion. How does it work where that money actually goes from lottery officials into my bank account? Mine.
Well, first of all, if you win, congratulations.
Thank you.
And then secondly, you have to make a decision on whether or not you're going to be taking a lump sum payout or an annuity. And an annuity is a payment over time of the total amount of the jackpot. But in past, most winners tend to take the lump sum payment, gets you the most amount of money as quick as possible. And so therefore, what you end up doing is you actually take the cash value. So you take the cash value. Now, the cash value on the almost 3 million Mega Millions jackpot is roughly about $740 million. So that's where you'll start with. Then after that, of course, you are going to have to pay federal income taxes, and that will further reduce that $742 million jackpot. And then you, depending on the state in which you live, you will have to pay state income taxes. And that will, of course, go further to reduce that jackpot.
Is there that implication in California that they take that state income tax?
Well, in the state of California, we definitely have one of the highest income tax rates across the country. However, California actually has a specific exclusion not to tax lottery winnings. Oh. So no, actually, you won't be paying California tax.
All right. California for the win there. So you don't, so then with that, it becomes like $747 million, which is still like a lot of money. Do they literally just like put that in your bank account if you decide to take that lump sum?
My understanding is, yes, that's correct. So after we reduce it to the cash value, and then after you take out federal taxes, and then again, depending on the state in which you live, you take out state taxes. You might even have local taxes such as county or city, again, depending on where you live. Then my understanding is that the payout goes directly into whatever account you direct it to.
And is there a tax advantage in taking the lump sum cash payment over taking the monthly payments that get paid out over 29 years?
So I think that's going to depend on your personal circumstances. So if you feel like that you would want to use that money, maybe large sums of money more in the future, then maybe you might decide to take the annuity. But again, most winners in the past have taken the lump sum payment, and I don't necessarily see any tax advantages to that. I mean, again, it just kind of depends on your personal circumstances.
People want some like instant gratification. Just give me that money right now. Is there any advice?
Absolutely.
Is there any advice that you have for the winner tonight when it comes to how they're gonna pay the taxes on this massive amount of money?
Well, I think the little bit of advice that I would give, not necessarily about paying that massive amount of taxes, because you do and you have to do that, but it's more to prepare for, what you're going to have to pay out and how to manage your money. Mm-hmm. So I definitely think that having, perhaps hiring a financial advisor, hiring a CPA, a tax attorney, such as myself, or something of that nature, mm-hmm. would really help you sort of prepare for what to do once you receive all of that money.
Yeah, you're going to need some sort of financial plan. You're going to go from being just like a regular news anchor to like a person that's just living off $747 million on the beach.
Absolutely. Well, you could buy your own beach.
Maybe two. Chen from San Jose State University, thank you so much for joining us. Did you buy a ticket yet?
My daughter did, okay, so I'm just gonna, hook onto her.
All right. Hopefully she doesn't change her phone number.